Okay, let's jump into talking about how to target the cold audience and how to actually target cold audience so that it's effective. So we can target cold audience based on interest, demographics, or behavior. So what is exactly interest targeting? So let's say that we have a client who is a spa owner and who is looking to get more leads for her spa, right? So right off the bat, we know even without doing any research about avatar, about our perfect customer, about our perfect audience for our client, we know that most likely the women are the ones who are going to be interested in something like this. The women who uh, uh, probably are interested in beauty products, in things like uh, perfumes, fragrances, high-end, high-end stuff, right? For example, this is just an example. I'm just kind of coming up with the example on a fly because, as you know, all of this will depend on who your client is, where are you located, who are you targeting, and all of that. So the important thing about this is to understand how does Facebook know about this. And in one of the other videos when I was talking about Berg, I was mentioning that you need to get over the fact that Facebook listens to everything, and it does. So Facebook looks at the not just your own online behavior, but behavior of anyone who is using the Facebook. So that search function in Facebook, when you go to search for something, you will see a bunch of options there. That's one of the things that Facebook uses. Facebook also uses your emails. So if you're sending any emails that contain beauty word in them, for example, if that's what we want to target for, you want to make sure that basically that's you want to make sure that you understand that yes, there's a good chance that any word that I use, any keyword that I use in my emails, my phone conversations, my Facebook activity, Facebook will collect that data and then it will make it, put it in their database. And then if somebody is trying to target someone who is interested in, let's say, in beauty products, I might get targeted with that. And then Facebook also uses the data aggregators, companies that collect this data. They actually purchase data from companies like Axiom, and these are the companies that literally know everything there is to know about you, from your income to your marital status to your number of kids, the age of kids, I mean, you name it, they know it. There's a reason why Facebook is so successful is because of this data. So let's talk about, and another thing is also Facebook listens your messenger. So when you're talking to your girlfriend or your friend about some beauty products or some hair products, Facebook knows about that. So why is this important? Well, what we have discovered is that for any Facebook campaign to be uh, successful, it has to be uh, important. The continuity of what you're targeting has to be there. So let's say that our interest that we're targeting is a beauty. That means that we have to carry the keyword beauty throughout our entire campaign. This is not set in stone, but it is the best practice. And what I mean by that is that our ad copy would will help our ad perform the best if it had the word beauty in it. So let's say we're targeting women who are age of 25 to 55 who have shown interest in beauty products or beauty in general, and we're targeting them with an ad copy that says um, beauty only comes in couple of shapes, but with us it's only one, and it's the most important one. I'm just paraphrasing here. So there we go. That's your headline. That's your copy, it has the word beauty in it. And here's where it gets interesting. So if you want them to click on, if you in your ad copy, if you in your ad, if you want them to click on your ad, which it takes them to a landing page or your website, that landing page or website needs to have word beauty in it. So what this does is all of this it decreases the cost per thousand impressions because you become extremely relevant. You remember, Burke, you become extremely relevant and your quality of your ad goes really high, which increases the relevance score, which decreases the cost per lead or sale because Facebook now is charging you less money to show your ads or get the show your ads to your desired audience or get the conversions you're looking for. All of this plays a huge role. All of this plays a huge role. Just to let you know, not a lot of Facebook marketers know about continuity. You will see a lot of ads. Pay attention when you're looking at your Facebook feed, a lot of ads that will have information in them or the words that they're trying to target for. But when you click on the ad, it takes you to a website that does not have those words, right? So this is really important. Just remember, Facebook's looking at all the landing pages, all the websites that you're trying to send your traffic to, your ad copy, your ad creative, and then your targeting. All of this plays a huge role. So let me just show you one document. You will be able to download this document. I did not create this document, just to let you know. This document was created by a company called Advertisement. This is well-known document that's being shared in a Facebook ad marketers community. So this is the complete guide to Facebook ad targeting, and all of this information that you see here. Let's say, for example, parents, right? Let's expectant parents. So those who are waiting for baby, new parents, parents with preschools, all of this information comes from a couple of sources. One is Axiom, the other one is what people decide to show about themselves. The third one is when people start talking about things over email, over Messenger. This is how Facebook collects that data and puts it in. I mean, you can target people on multiple levels with different interests, behaviors, or demographics. So, for example, let's say if we're looking for um, anyone who is interested in technology in tablet computers. Let's say we're presenting some local company that fixes the computers, and we know that tablet computers are notorious for dropping and breaking. We would target, for example, people who have shown interest in tablet computers because there's a high chances that they own one and they need our service or fixing one. Please go through this document. Do not try to remember everything. There is no way that you would be able to do so, but just know that this is where the real information is. Where when it comes to targeting, I want you to be creative. So do not concentrate on just these categories. For example, when you're, let's say you want to target clients for dentists, you don't want to target people who uh, are already dentists, for example, right? Their profession is dentist. You want to target people, for example, who have shown interest in Colgate, I don't know, mouthwater, people who are conscientious about their looks and who can afford, for example, working with your dentist on the brand new implants. So let me jump into actual Facebook campaign. I just want to show you where you can find the information about the cold targeting, so it's easier for you to see how to go about that. So here we are inside the Facebook campaign. I'm using our dummy account, RankDaddy Facebook training, to show you this. So basically here, when you scroll down, you will have a couple of options, but the most important one is the targeting that comes in this area here. So because we're targeting cold audience, we will not have custom audience here. We might have a lookalike audience, and we will talk about how to go about that later. But here's where you choose, for example, to target people by their location. Let's say I want to target people, let's say 27225. Target people in this zip code, right? Because let's say I might have a roofing contractor that just wants to serve this zip code. I can do that. So you can search, you can target someone by zip code, or for example, let's say I can also target someone by location that they live in. Okay, so instead of 25 miles, which might be a little bit too big, let's just, we're gonna keep it down to 10 miles. Still, I think it's still a little bit big, so I'm just gonna drop it down to 5 miles. I think that's the lowest. Yeah, that's the lowest that it gives me. I think they just recently changed this. Huh. Interesting, because before it was you were able to go much lower than this. I think it also depends on the number of people in the area, so it doesn't let you to concentrate only on small amount of people based on geographical position. So we don't really. So this is where you set age. So let's say we said in our examples we want to target women who are 25 to 55, right? So this is where we set the age. We want to target women. Languages, don't worry about this. You're working in a USA market. This would play a role if you are targeting people. If you're working from United States and you want to target people, let's say in Germany, right? So you would enter German, right? That way it only targets people who speak German, and also you will you would change your targeting here to Germany. So here's where it gets interesting. So we have demographics like we talked about, interest, behaviors, and then there are additional Facebook categories, right? I mean, you can go through this. There's so much information here that's can be really overwhelming. But in our case, let's say we're trying to target beauty. So we click beauty, and what it's going to show here is that based on our physical targeting, based on our age, our gender selection, and our interest, is that we have potential audience of 270,000 people. Based on our budget and our activity, the estimated daily results Facebook provides us with are that we will probably reach between 17 to 4,900 people, and that we might get 24 to 86 clicks. And this is for $20 a day. So basically, that is how you target based on interest. So this can go a little bit further. So let's say we can also target anyone who is interested in Paris Hilton. I know, don't judge me. So let's say because in our research that we have done, we have discovered that people who are interested in beauty products, beauty, are also interested in Paris Hilton. Let's see. I hope I am gonna spell this Kim Kardashian. Kardashian. There we go. Kim Kardashian. There we go. You see, our potential reach still didn't change, but our estimated daily reach did. Just it went down a little bit because one of these interests might be less in potential reach. Just know that. It won't affect you in the long run, but just something to be aware of. And let's say we want to also uh, we also want to, you see, now it gives you, because it can tell, and this is interesting, Facebook, it can tell based on our just three interests who we want to target. Now we can use these suggestions and create, you know, cosmetics, for example, beauty and care. Again, all of this changing, but look, 1700 came back. Now we have better potential for more clicks. So let's see. Um, Now if you just click on here, now it keeps giving you, boom, natural skincare, for example, right? So you get the gist. I mean, this document here that I showed you, this is really important one. Just study it a little bit, see what you're able to target by, and that will give you great information on what you can do with this. I hope that makes sense. In the next one, in the next video, I'm gonna talk to you how to make sure that duplicating you're not duplicating your audiences, so you're not competing against yourself.